G'day guys, we have a pretty big package here today that has been resident up in my cupboard for a very long time. This one has come from Poland and from a subscriber called, I'm sure you've got another name mate, I'm sure you've told me, but it was so long ago, so I apologise, Wisniewski. And I'm definitely saying that wrong, so again, sorry mate. And apologies for the time that it's taken to get round to this. Now, this looks like it's been... is that tape? No, it hasn't been fiddled with. It is a big package. Oh, okay. That bubble wrap is part of the bag. Whoa. Oh, check it out. Wow. Now I am super stoked to be doing a review of one of these 24-hour rations. I have done a Polish ration before, but it was a single meal, and I was really impressed by the, if you're a Doctor Who fan, the TARDIS-like quality of the packaging and just how much they fit into that one ration. So see what kind of attention to detail they've got in here. The bag is really heavy duty stuff. This is some thick plastic. There's no easy way to open it, although I suppose you can just, no, there might be a trick, but I'm going to go with brute force. There we go. Wow, this is a lot of food. Oh, I see one thing already that I am pretty amazed by. I have never ever seen this in a ration before. Look at this. They include paper cups. Brilliant. I don't know why, but that makes me happy. And they're dual purpose too. They've stuffed a lot of stuff into there. It's not just paper cups taking up room. Attention to detail. Brilliant. Alright, oh, where do you start? My gosh. Okay. Oh, look, wow. You get 3 distinct sets of cutlery. Again, nice detail. And we have a heating kit. Dun dun dun. Alright. So I'm overwhelmed by this at the moment, so let's get some law and order into this place and look at what we've got. Well, first of all, we've got 2 300-gram tins, and you know, there's no doubt that this will be lunch and dinner. We've got minced chicken and meatballs and sauce. There's no distinguishing the two underneath the lids. Thoughtfully resealable. We've just got some bits and pieces, numbers. The date on this one, you may have seen from the front, best before 31st of the 8th 2015, and on here we've got 25th of the 10th 2015. So you know, it's probably going to be a lesson to me and an education for all of us on just how good these Polish rations survive past their dates. We've got listed here, I'm just going off the sheet, which unfortunately isn't in English. I'm just doing some rough and ready translations, but judging by the size of what's listed, I believe this could be chuck steak sauce with vegetables. Potentially. All sounds very nice, doesn't it? You've got these, which are obviously the crackers, and they're both the same. Pretty crisp bread, I think they're called on the menu. But best before 26th of the 6th 2016, so these are still good. Okay, I think I've figured out some of the stuff. We've got dried fruit in here. To go with the crisp bread, we've also got some crackers. Got a collection of drinks, I believe. Some of these will be citrus flavoured, and I think some of them are Look how reflective that is. And I think some of them are tea. Yeah, it blows out the camera, doesn't it? I think some of them are tea. There we go, we'll find out. We've got some jam, I believe strawberry, some honey. Now I'm not too sure what this one is. It's a 100-gram tin. It's been a while since I've watched Gundog's review on one of these, so that'll be a surprise. Chocolate bitter. Alright, that'll be interesting. You know me and chocolate. That was best before 18th of the 10th 2015. See how it's fared. I believe this is a cranberry type sports bar. And within our pile of cups here, which we'll use, we've got some, wow, quite a decent assortment of sweets. I love these coffee flavoured ones. And we got some fruit ones as well. Tissues, pack of tissues. Plastic bag here. But wait, there's more. What have we got? Ooh. Ah, cool. Okay, so I think we've got sort of assorted rubbish bags and bags with which to store the remaining contents in when you're done with a meal. But we also have a handy little bag here, which is meant for disinfecting, or carrying out the disinfection of water. So you pop your water in there, put in the, oh there we go, place one disinfectant tab, close the bag, mount it, leave for 30 minutes. Beautiful. Nice little string at the top so you can hang it up. Super. What do we got in here? Coffee, moist towelettes, sugar, our water purification tabs. Ooh, some gum, and some salt and pepper. Of course, our cups. 4 of them. Wow! Check it out, pretty impressive. And not to mention the other bags you get here. I'm not sure what this really delicate one's for, which doesn't seem to want to open. It's just like being at the supermarket, right? Trying to put in your apples, and bloody bags don't open. Yeah, that's a really dainty one, so possibly rubbish. I think we've got these 2 big snap-lock bags here for keeping the other meals in check through the day. But very impressive, and you know, I've got to apologise to the Ration and again to the kind person who sent it in. You know, when it was sent in, I'm sure it was, you know, not too far past its best before or even before it. So you know, if anything's gone south there, it's entirely on me. But anyway, let's get into it. I don't think I'll separate it into the separate meals and do a multi-part video. I think let's just, we've got a heater, we'll heat it up, heat everything that needs to be heated, and go and have a sample. Now, first thing we want to do is put together the heater, which looks to be pretty neat quality, and comes with everything you need. 6 big fuel tabs. Some really comical cartoon style matches. I'm sure they'll do the business. Wow, look at those bad boys. Oh, we've actually got 12 tabs. And oh, okay. Well, we must have some you know, windproof matches, or yeah, they must be a bit more hardcore, possibly weatherproof. And we got some normal ones here. bag for the rubbish by the looks. And we've got the can holder. Now with the can holder you can bend it a couple of different ways. So you can kind of have it like that, which will just nip on the side there and not grip at all. That's good. No, that'll be fine once the lid's off. Yeah, nice neat little touch. You can fold that a couple of different ways depending on how you like it. These what's responsible for this? It was actually the Spanish ration. I can't blame a Polish ration, and I can't even blame the ration because it was just silly me. Alright, let's get the fun started. Now first of all I'm just going to crack these cans open and see what we're dealing with, because I'm not convinced I know what they are. I think they won't be the chicken mince. Yep, smells like it. And I think this other one should be beef, meatballs. Ooh, hello. We might have to do some more translation. Is that the beef we were expecting? I don't know. And we've got this can here, which smells, could be pork or chicken. Definitely going to have to do some more translation. And one thing's for sure, it all needs heating, he thinks. Whoops. What have we got here? Now that looks like some kind of pate. But instead of guessing, let's figure it out. Alright, so that is the minced chicken in there. This is 200 grams of corned tyroline. Whatever that is. And this will be the meatballs and sauce, vegetables. And this should be the chuck steak sauce with vegetables, he says. Let's get them heating up. Okay, got all sorts of funny smells coming at me now with all these cans open. Let's go to town and use one of these huge matches. Oh yeah, look at that go. Ooh. Pretty impressive. I think we're away. Yeah, we'll chuck our first can on. Doesn't take long to get going. And we've nearly gone through a whole fuel tab there. I think situations like this, when you've let things go a bit past their best before, it can't hurt to spend a little more time on the fire. Get that heat up, get the boiling going. Kill off anything that may or may not have developed. Highly unlikely though. These cans will be good for a lot longer than what they put on the tin. So with that tab pretty much done, we'll just whip it off, put it over here. Chuck on another, and on with the next tin. And because these came with resealable lids, we can keep that all good. Pop on the top. And again, it only takes about a minute to get it up to the boil. Now, even though they don't really need it, and I'm sure are not supposed to be strictly heated, just going back to what I said before about things that are a bit past their best, I'm going to go ahead and just give the corned Tyrolean is not the name for it, it's going to be corned beef or some kind of pork, and the chicken mince, just a quick blast on the flame, get it up to temp. I'll pop this little guy off and chuck this one on. Now here's something you'll never say when you're using a US flameless ration heater. And while we wait for this stuff to cool down, let's check out what else we've got. I love those fires. Anyway, so we've got tons of cups here. It'd be rude not to use them. And a few drinks, still haven't quite figured them out. So the difference in drinks we've got is, well, obviously coffee. And I think one of these is tea and one of them is like a citrus drink. And I believe the tea would be cold, I reckon. We'll soon find out. The okay, there's a little line there, so I guess you're supposed to tear it. Not the best design. There we go. Suss out what we've got here. That definitely smells like some kind of fruity drink. But I believe the tea in here may also be flavoured, so I don't know, hell of a mess. Is there two here? No, it's just one. Okay, yeah, definitely think these bags could have been better designed. This one smells like tea. I think due to the age, these things have got a bit crusty. I'll just give that a bit of a nip. As you can see, it's kind of solidified into big chunks. And yeah, we'll get as much as we can out of that. It smells like the tea. And it smells like a citrusy type thing. I'm going to play the shell game. Okay, so let's get those mixed up. Do a bit of magic. Get our coffee. I'm going to use obviously hot water for the coffee, but I'm gonna. I've got some dregs of the citrus and the tea in that cup, but never mind. We'll use the hot water for the coffee and cold for the tea, because it looks like it's meant to be a bit of like an iced tea type of fare. Alrighty. Cold. I do reckon though, if this is warm, it'll definitely melt and incorporate a hell of a lot better than it's probably going to do. Doesn't matter. Alright, quite a good selection of cutlery here. We've got a little tiny spoon, which is going to come in handy. Bigger spoon, knife and a fork. Alright, we'll set those aside for the moment. I'll probably need another stir. Let's get into the chocolate. Best before 18th of the 10th, 2015. And what have we here? That's not looking too bad. As far as the Kiwi Dude track record with chocolate goes, we're winning. The crackers, you see these a lot in Eastern European rations, and I really like them because they've got some kind of seed in them. Somebody said caraway, somebody said cumin. Not quite sure what it is, but it just adds. You can see the seeds in there. It just adds a little bit extra. I've got what I believe to be. Whoops. Crisp bread. Ooh. It's one of the more messier rations. Alright. Let's do some cleanup. Right, the crisp bread is it's crispy for one. It's very light, very light. As you can see, very porous, and yeah, a bit of an odd sort of flat colour, but I think that's going to be quite nice, especially with some of the spreads. And I'm going to give up on trying to clean this up. It's a losing battle. Our strawberry jam, I believe. Just before, whoops, September 2015. I tell a lie, the jam dropping was the final straw. Had to be cleaned. And we've got our dried fruit. Ooh, that looks nice. Yeah, we'll just move some of the stuff out of the way because we've got, obviously it's a 24-hour ration, we've got tons of, wow, that looks good. Smells good too. Alrighty, let's bring on the main events, which are still extremely hot. And well, like I said, one of these should be meatballs with vegetables. Ooh. It's really stuck in there. Yeah, these are the meatballs. And the other, which should be chuck steak. We'll need a bit of still need that doodad to help out. Wow, oh look at that, vegetables underneath. Okay, big hearty bit of meat, and we got some beans, carrots and bits and pieces. And then of course we have the corned meat, whatever that is. So we're just running out of room here a little bit. Edge that in over there. And also our minced chicken, which I believe what it is. But wait, there's more. We have some honey. Oh, what's happened to that? The honey has gone funny. Yeah, it's interesting. I was just about to go on about how honey is apparently, oh well, I'm sure that'll taste nice. Honey is one of the few foods that doesn't actually have a shelf life. It doesn't really go off. But I'm sure it hasn't gone off here, but something's definitely happened to it. So crystallized. Oh well. And got a bar here. I think I got a cranberry fruit bar. Oh, I got so much stick on the Polish ration last time for peeling this off. We don't tend to have this, I think it's rice paper or something like that. We don't tend to have this stuff covering bars over here, so I was a bit curious. I thought, it was a bit old, and perhaps it was some of the packaging that had stuck to it, but no, this is my chance to redeem myself. I will be eating the paper. Okay, well, it just seems to go on and on and on, but that is it for the food at the moment. So let's see what the stuff tastes like. First of all, we've got the, I believe this one is the tea. Find out in a minute. Fruit tea. Yeah, I think it is. It just tastes like a fruit tea, an iced tea that you might buy from a shop in a bottle, that kind of thing. Lipton's iced tea. A bit of fruit flavour. Hard to tell what kind of fruit, just a general sort of citrusy type affair. That's quite nice. That's definite plain fruit type drink. What I do like about that is that unlike some of the rations you get, which are really psychedelic, weird, artificial colours, you know, that looks quite appealing in an unappealing way, if you know what I mean. You know, it's not really that good looking, but it's probably just like natural colours in there. Whatever it is, it tastes nice. It's not too sweet. Almost like tropical fruity punch type taste to it. So coffee with a sugar. That's good. Remember the Polish rumen? No whitener, no creamer. But we do have some concessions. There was sugar, so yeah, it's not all hard knocks. Alright, my gosh, it's overwhelming. What I do want to start with, I think, here is try some of this fruit. I love dehydrated fruit. It looks like we've got some strawberries, and I believe, looking at the packet, there's some bananas. But some other goodies. So nice, tastes super fresh. I wish more rations had dehydrated fruit in them, because it weighs nothing. And you know, you're pretty much still getting the goodness. Not to mention they taste great. Try these crisp bread first. Ooh, I like that. We've got something over here called Cruskets, and they're probably all over the place, I don't know, but you generally give them to, you know, they're great to spread anything on, or put salad on, slice up a tomato, whatever, but they're also good for babies when they're teething. These taste quite a bit like that. The texture is just nice and fluffy and crisp, but the flavour here is very wholemeally. I mean, you can tell from that sort of brown colour. It's, you know, it's not overly refined, and it's got a real healthy taste to it. I like very much. Now there's some bar here. It's super dense. Looks like precision manufacturing there. It's all very square. You could, you know, use it to roll. But it's got this cover on it, so it prevents, you know, things getting all sticky, hands getting sticky, makes it easy to hold. Great idea. Let's try some. Really good. Nice dense bar, lots of fruity flavours coming through, nice and chewy, nice sweetness, nice tanginess from the fruit, and like I say, easy to hold, no sticky. Brilliant. Tastes fine. Haven't come across anything in here so far that is showing any signs of having aged. I think they may have been a bit conservative with the best before dates, and you get that with a lot of things. Here's our hardtack crackers. I think these sort of in the name Panzer waffle or something like that. Panzer armour. They're really, really tough. But like I say, they've got those seeds in them which just impart a really nice herby type flavour to them. You know, they're not a sweet cracker, but they're not overly salted or anything either. It's kind of in between. Gives it a really nice aroma, if you like, when you buy them. Yeah, the kids have just got out for lunch at school. We'll press on though. These things are fresh as well, those hardtack crackers, no issues. We're doing well. A bit of chocolate. I don't know, I wouldn't call that overly bitter. I think it's, looking at the, I can't read much of the packet here, but I believe it's about 50% cocoa. Tastes great. Alrighty, so let's try some of the meat here, which I believe is chuck steak. And we've got veggies. Looks pretty good. Oh wow. Again, I've said it before, having the main meals come in the cans is brilliant. It keeps the consistency. So if you've got something solid or you've got something delicate, you know, like meat, beans, you know, they stay how they were originally intended, as big lumps of meat and beans. You know, and that's big chunks of real meat too. That, you know, unlike some other rations we've seen where it's 90% fat, you get a little bit of meat floating in the middle. You know, I've taken quite a lot out of there. This was a huge chunk of meat, taking up pretty much the whole can, with the beans sitting on the bottom. Taste is awesome. Doesn't need any salt or pepper. Seasoning's great. I know I say this a lot, but it is just true. It's got just a good savoury, stewy type thing going on. The meat's super tender, but it's not just falling apart. There's still some bite to it. Very, very, very good. Let's try these meatballs. These are interesting. Very smoky flavour from them. It's hard to pick exactly what they are. I believe it's beef. It really just does say meatballs. There's no, doesn't really say what kind of meat they are. But like I say, it's, you know, it's not from the cooking. Yeah, the cutting board didn't catch fire while I was cooking it and magically impart the smoked flavour. There's definitely something going on here, which is really good. It's really, really interesting flavours. The sauce, yeah, the sauce has it too. It is just like, you know, processed kind of meatballs we've got here. You know, like stuff you get out of a can. I'm unsure of what type of meat it is, I think. Yep. Nice flavour, not too salty, and just smoky meatball-y dish. That's what it is, but very, very nice. So let's check out this, which is supposed to be some kind of corned meat. Very solid, the whole can's solid. Even when it heated up, there was not much moisture. Well, that deserves a look at some crisp bread. Ooh, yum. Yeah, it's a solid, massive corned meat of unknown origin. Very, very fatty. You know, as you dig through, it's fatty all the way, and there is a lot of moisture in here. It's just there wasn't a lot of fat surrounding it. but it tastes like some kind of corn, almost like corned beef, I want to say. Pretty good. And if my translate serves correctly, this should be chicken mince, I think. It's nice, whatever it is. It's fairly similar to this. I know I'm going to get a flack for this, you know. What meat is it? Can't you taste? Well, when it comes to canned meat in this kind of format, it's pretty difficult, you've got to be honest. You know, they, as near as makes no difference, look the same. Just going off the weights and the menu, this is apparently minced chicken, and this is corned something or other. It doesn't really say. But it doesn't taste like pate, I'll say that much, which is a good thing. So let's have a look at the honey, which has gone a bit, like I say, funny. Wow. It's kind of like a mix between golden syrup and honey. It's, you know, it looks like a really sugary type consistency, and it actually kind of tastes like that. But I don't believe it's just been honey mixed with sugar. You know, some process has happened here, or some evaporation, or whatever. But it's made it, I think, much more concentrated and sweet. So that's going to get a look in some crisp bread. Also, come here. Super. Strawberry jam. Oh, it's kind of formed into a single disc. Still looks good. And it tastes fantastic as well. Wow, I'm really surprised. Got our coffee flavoured sweets. This is just great. So there we go, that's been a taste, and I'm going to finish this off. I'm going to try and finish it off. It's 24 hours worth of food, 3,500 calories. But I've kept stock of the doubles, and I'm going to have some of that crisp bread later. But yeah, what do I come away with from this Polish 24-hour ration feeling? I feel like the Polish military look after their troops. You know, you can tell a lot of care and attention has gone into this. It's not been, you know, bottom shelf, as cheap as you can go. You know, screw it, just get the calorie content in there. It's all too easy with tinned meat products to really budge out, and you know, you're getting all your calories from fat, all that kind of jazz. But in here, it feels like quality. You know, it feels like you would, you know, you'd buy the stuff in the supermarket and be happy with it. You know, if this was tipped out of its tin and served to me on a plate, on a fancy the beans that it's sitting on, hell, you know, you wouldn't really know that it's come out of a can. It's that good. The other tinned meat products, I like that they haven't really put pate in here, because pate is quite a polarizing thing to put in rations, I think. I'm just going by my own feelings, and you know, a lot of people I know, they're not really into pate either. So good to see that they've gone the safe route here by just sticking to general meat, and it all tastes great. The dehydrated fruit, great addition, and that's a rare one. I don't know that I've come across fruit in that format in rations before, but it makes perfect sense to have it. You know, even the fact that you get cups included and 3 sets of cutlery is just brilliant. So overall, I am so disappointed in myself that it's taken me so long to get round to this ration. Thank you so much to the subscriber that sent it in, and I'll search through my emails and try to find your real YouTube name. And if you get a chance to have one of these Polish 24-hour rations, I highly recommend it. They are just tops. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for watching. We will catch you on the next one.